I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next.
me.
Okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging you.
We're not criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come
God,
on, man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what you're
break-
doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stay right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video takes us to Newport News, Virginia, where we find our good friend, Humpty Dumpty, also known as Christopher, as he sits in his car with his wife after his probation hearing and complains about everything. Now, why would you record this and upload it to YouTube? Well, it just proves how stupid Frauditors are, and the channel he has is not even monetized. So what's the purpose? Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
Well, you can tell by the look on my face that went about as well as expected. So, Miss G.H. Ulmer's a real piece of shit. I mean, you give a middle-aged black woman a little bit of power, boy, she is going to run the fuck with it.
In addition to all of other Christopher's fine qualities, apparently he's a racist as well. You just heard him say that. Give a little bit of power to a middle-aged black woman and she runs with it. Why do you have to say that, bro? Yeah, you know, you make your own life difficult. That's what you do, bro. But let's carry on. What else do you have to say?
So, as you heard earlier on the audio, as soon as she called my name and I went out into the hallway, immediately was I needed to take off my hat because it's their dress code policy. Which, of course, I asked for and she would not provide. And if I wanted to get those, then I need to talk to Mr. Dennis about their dress code policies. So, once again, you get held to policies, rules, laws, whatever, that they don't have to provide to you. They can just say that they exist, and because you're the probationer, then, you know, you better do exactly what they say.
Which is not how it works. But it's amazing to me that authority and people who hold people accountable believe that they should not be held accountable as well. It is absolutely insane to me. You know, they don't own the city of Newport News. They work for the city of Newport News.
No. She does not work for the city of Newport News. I said, well, this is the Hampton Newport News Criminal Justice Agency, and it's a community corrections thing established by the locality. She said, well, I don't work for the city of Newport News. I said, well, that leaves the only other one. Oh, it does, doesn't it? I said, maybe you should stay there because you don't fit here in Newport News.
This is what happens when mommy and daddy don't pay enough attention to the children when they're growing up. Christopher was a neglected child. His mommy didn't really want him. Nah, he was a mistake on the lake, and she should have put him back where she found him, but she didn't. She kept him, but she didn't pay any attention to him, didn't nurture him, and this is what happens. Looks like the same thing happened with his wife, Susie. They're made for each other. They're a perfect pair.
She's got a real shitty attitude.
Oh, so she's Hampton.
Yeah, she's from Hampton.
Noted.
And then she got to drive her ass all the way to fuck over here from one shithole to another to be a bitch.
And I think, I think what the issue is too is that you're on probation, okay? And thankfully, your probation is very limited to what they can and can't do, much to many people's chagrin. I mean, they want you to not even be able to wear Crocs without socks and be ran over, but we already talked about that. Which unfortunately, he won't be picking up trash on the side of the road. I'll be
working at the Goodwill so I can get me some new clothes.
I was just about to say, I'll leave it to you if you wanted to,
Or I can work at Bluebird Gap Farm. You guys will go look up Bluebird Gap Farm. That's the other option I have.
But the issue is that I don't think that these people understand that eventually you won't be on probation. You know, like when the appellate court overturns the unjust findings of the Newport News Circuit Court.
This is Susie, the Frauditor's wife. That's who's speaking right now. I don't know why he never puts her on camera. Maybe he's ashamed of her. Yeah, Frauditor dropped out in 9th grade, has no job, married poorly. He has nothing in life. He's 37 years old. Doesn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. That's why he likes to fraud it. But I can't understand why he doesn't monetize. He says he wants to be free to say what he likes.
And then when you're not on probation anymore, or no, that's right, I'm not on probation right now. She doesn't have any authority over me. So if she wants to be a real dick to everybody, then I can be a real dick back. So we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. We'll see how her boss feels, wherever it is that she's from, because they...
she's from Maryland.
Oh, up north.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of Maryland stuff in her office. And her son or daughter goes to school in Kansas.
Couldn't make it in Maryland, so she had to come down to Virginia where things are a little less expensive.
But the power trip, it was immediate.
Yeah,
I mean, with the hat. But then when we got in there, when we get in there, then she's like, okay, well, have you ever been arrested or charged with any crimes before? So, yeah, dozens of times. Well, tell me that. I said, okay, what do you want to start with? I've been a felon since I was 15. Okay, and what was that for? I said, for a crime. And she said, well, what else? I said, well, I'm not going to sit here and denigrate myself for you and just list off my list of crimes so that you can feel superior to me. I said, you can type in my name and social security number in your little computer and pull it all up. And then what does she do? She starts flipping through the stack of papers that list all my crimes. Because that's exactly what they want you to do, is to come in there and prostrate yourself in front of them and make yourself feel bad so they can break you down and make you into the person that they think you need to be.
Hey, Humpty Dumpty, I heard you were convicted at 15 years old of having a sawed-off shotgun. Why would a 15-year-old need to possess a sawed-off shotgun? Were you being bullied in school? Oh, wait a minute. You dropped out in the 9th grade, so you weren't in school then. Oh, you needed to feel tough. I see. I understand.
For 100 hours of community service.
For 100 hours of community service. And then I've already got to contact Mr. Dennis because she pulled one up, recharged with a sex offense in Georgia. No, I've never been to Georgia. So now there's already a false piece of information in my folder that I'm going to have to contact Mr. Dennis about. That there's a Christopher McVeigh that's been charged with a sex offense in Georgia that somehow has made it into my file.
And has the same social security number as
I
you.
guess.
Oh my
Who
God.
knows?
Okay, so they're just making up stuff to be able to, oh, that's right, because they believe anybody and everybody that doesn't believe how they believe is a chomo. That's right. I forgot all about that. And then they fucking meet me, and then it's an issue, because I have no criminal history whatsoever. And I hate pigs, too. So, great. So, Oma there.
Yeah.
She doesn't, Omer.
Yeah.
Omer, okay, Gomer. doesn't understand that...
We'll call her Omer Dumpty.
The McVeigh household doesn't let go of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very, very patient woman. I'll wait till the appellate court is over. I'll wait till if the appellate court doesn't overturn it, which is absolutely ridiculous, because nothing you did went to the standard of substantially evil.
Yeah, I tell you, Christopher, you're a lucky man to have a woman like this. Yeah, she looks a little manly in this picture. But at any rate, yeah, she said she's a very patient woman. Yeah, I tell you what, you guys don't have any kids, huh? Is there a reason for that? Oh, that's right. We talked about that before. You have to be so drunk to get in bed with her. I understand. I got you.
I'll wait till your probation is over, and then I'll find any and every way to make that woman's life a living hell.
Well, I've already started. You notice I'm still wearing my hat.
You are still wearing your hat, and you did not take it off.
I told her it was my religious belief. She said, what religion is that? I said, I'm not going to tell you. It's none of your business.
It's my religious belief. Well,
I'm a Domowite.
Well, maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's not posted. I said it's not posted, and if you can't produce it, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's all kinds of people in there wearing hats.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody.
I didn't hear error, and I have my voice recording. Nobody else was told when they came to the door that they had to take off their hat.
No.
I didn't hear her say one. I mean, I didn't watch, so I don't know if everybody just took their hat off as soon as they went to the door. But yeah, they have no clue. Dignity above everything else. That means money. That means material possessions, power, fame, dignity over everything else. And anybody I run into that wants to take somebody's dignity away from them, I will find every single way that I can to make their life difficult. And I don't mean anything illegal. I don't mean anything violent. There are so many other creative options in the world.
I just mean that there's a big public sidewalk goes all four sides of the Justice Building.
Yeah. There are so many other legal, moral options in the world.
Yeah, there's so many options in the world with everything. You know, who you marry as well. I'm trying to figure out why Christopher married you. But then I figured it out. He was so drunk one day that he said, hey, let's go get married. He went down to the Justice of the Peace and he could barely stand up while he said his vows. That's how you got married to Christopher, isn't it?
It doesn't take much. Look at Dr. Dave there. He's so been out of shape over some memes.
So
or
anyways,
pictures, videos, whatever.
I made it to my first probation.
Yay!
Official probation visit. It lasted a little about an hour, although about 20 minutes of that was spent sitting in the waiting room, because just like the doctor, they tell you to be here at a certain time, and then you still got to sit and wait. But you know, if you're late and they're ready, you're in trouble.
You got 15 minutes, it says. That is posted.
So, anyways, we made it through.
We made it through.
She did not ask for my fee. She gave me some options for my community service. I can go work at a thrift store or whatever this Bluebird Gap farm is. I have to fill out this paperwork. I got to fill out one of these every time I come in, she says. This is my contact information sheet, which it asks me your name, address, the date, phone number, city, state. Have you changed your residence during this reporting period? Are you employed? And have you had any new arrests or charges since your last office visit? Now, you have to fill one of these out every time you come in here, she says. So, you know, once again, some more waste. Let's fill out a new piece of paper every single time. She couldn't just, you know, have a checklist page that you can check. But I have to fill out a brand new one of these every time I come in here.
Hey, sweetheart, that's what happens when you can't follow the law. That's what happens when you shoot your big mouth off all the time. That's what happens when you can't live within the framework of society. You're a drag of society. Look at you. Nobody loves you, not even your mama. The only reason she married you is because she needed a roof over her head. Yeah, Frauditor.
Anyway, so yeah, so we made it through today. She didn't say anything about how long I had to complete it, although the judge says I have the full year from the date of the conviction. She did not ask for my fee, which seems to be very important to them, because she even has it. It's on the intake paper. Did you bring your supervision fee? And then she's got a picture on her wall of some emoji. Did you pay your supervision fee? So it's very important to them, but I guess she forgot to ask. But now we're free of this part. But now, unfortunately, while we're already down here, I have to call Major David Hughes, head of the Professional Standards of the Newport News Sheriff's Office, because he wants to walk over there.
I just do not understand why it is. And I bet you anything, she goes to church. I bet you anything she goes to church and she talks about how great God is, and then she behaves like that.
Well, because
maybe
she believes she is God.
Well, maybe that's
how law enforcement, community corrections people believe.
I don't know. Gonna have to find out more about her. So that'll be interesting.
So I'm gonna turn off this video again because I have to use the phone.
Well, there you have it, folks. Stupid is as stupid does, and these are two peas in a pod, just about as stupid as you can get. Man, why not just become a productive member of society? You know, it's okay if you don't have a high school education. You can go back to school and get your GED. Yeah, and then get a skill. Yeah, do something productive with your life. Man, you're only halfway through your life and you haven't done anything except become a felon. What kind of person are you anyway? But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel like this yahoo, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that, sweetheart.